Welcome to Debate Classroom. In this video we are working from the C1 Core Maths textbook by Pearson. In this video we will be doing Chapter 1, Exercise 1B, Question 13 to 18. And once again we are working with indices and we are simplifying the expressions given. So, question number 13. 9 squared multiplied by 3 times x squared to the power of 3. So this one is actually quite straightforward. Since the 3 is outside of the brackets, the cube indices does not apply to it. So it is 9 multiplied by 3. That will give you 27. We now move over to our x's. So we have x squared multiplied by x 2 times 3 is 6, and this will give us 27 x 2 plus 6, resulting in 27 x to the power 8. Question number 14. We have all the x's being multiplied and all the coefficients being multiplied. If we had to really rewrite this, remember, this is 3 multiplied by x cubed. So we could have rewritten it as follow because the order of multiplication does not matter. So we could have had 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by x cubed multiplied by x squared multiplied by x to the power 6. In this case, very simple. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 4 gives you 24, so that's the coefficient sorted out, multiplied by x, and since all of these bases are the same, we can follow rule number 1. It is 3 plus 2 plus 6, and that will give us 24 x to the power 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 6 is 11. Question number 15. Once again, as mentioned in previous videos, a lot of people and a lot of students make the mistake by multiplying the square that is outside of the bracket into and with this indices over here. But they neglect to do it to the whole number coefficient, which is 3 to the power 1. And that must also be multiplied there. So, considering that, we have the following: 7a to the power 4 multiplied by 3 squared, which is 9, and a, in this case 4 multiplied by 2. This gives us 7a to the power 4 multiplied by 9a to the power 8. 7 times 9 gives us 63, and we have a to the power 4 plus or multiplied by a to the power 8, and that is 4 plus 8, which means we have 63 a to the power 12. We move over to question number 16. The same thing. Please, again, as I mentioned in question 15, remember the indices outside of the bracket applies to both the whole number or your coefficient inside the bracket and the base with the indices. So here we have 4 to the power 3, which is 64, y to the power 3 times 3, divide by 2y to the power 3. This gives us 64 divided by 2 is 32. Y to the power 9. Y to the power 9. And this is a division, so it is minus 3 from the y cubed, resulting in 32 y to the power 6. We move over to question number 17. In this case, you can clearly see there's a division and a multiplication. So it is rule number 1 and rule number 2 combined. So in this case, what we will do, as I did with question 14, we will first put all the coefficients together. So 2 divide by 3, multiply by 6, multiply by, and then it is a 3 minus 2 plus 5. So in this case, straightforward. We have 2 divided by 3, that is 0.667. And for this, I am definitely going to grab my calculator. So in this case, 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 6 results in 4. So we have 4a, 3 minus 2 is 1, plus 5 is 6. And that's your final answer. The last one, question number 18, the same type of question as we had in number 17. What we have here is the following. We will have our coefficients. Please bear in mind, when there is no coefficient, we assume that it is 1. So we have 3 times 2 is 6, times 1 is still 6. We have a 4 plus 5 plus 3, resulting in 6a, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. And that concludes exercise 1B, question 13 to 20, or 13 to 18.